to the Political Cesspool, known worldwide as the South's foremost populist radio program. And here to guide you through the murky waters of the Political Cesspool is your host, James Edwards.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Political Cesspool radio program. Our third and final hour tonight on the Liberty News Radio Network, broadcasting from the Council of Conservative Citizens National Conference, June 5th in Nashville, Tennessee, in front of a live studio audience. And what a great audience it is. We have talked to so many luminaries, so many leaders, too many to mention now, because time is fleeting and we've still got many more guests to work into the program this last hour. But I am your host, James Edwards. It's a celebratory weekend, not only because we're here in Nashville in the midst of so many great people, so many great fans, but because this is the weekend we are releasing my first book, which is available for sale tonight at thepoliticalcesspool.org, Racism, Schmacism, How Liberals Use the R Word to Push the Obama Agenda. You read the book, you will never be afraid of being called a racist again. This will equip you with the tools needed to disarm that socio-political nuclear bomb once and for all. It is a fun read. It's something we're very proud of, something I'm very proud of. We worked on it for 8 months. It is professionally produced, professionally edited. Great-looking guy on the front cover. Yeah. And buy it tonight. It is priced to sell at thepoliticalcesspool.org. Now, Bill Rowland is co-hosting with me, of course. And now joining us, Bill, is a very interesting guest. We had no idea he was going to be here, but this man was certainly at the middle of a political firestorm. His name is Tim Adams, and he was the chief election clerk for the city and county of Honolulu, Hawaii, during the 2008 presidential election. Why is that significant, Bill?
That is significant because that is where questions were raised about the citizenship and origin of the current president, Barack Obama. Tell us what you know, Tim.
You're in a unique position to have a little information about the birth certificate issue?
Yes, I was chief elections clerk for the city and county of Honolulu on a temporary contract. I ran an office that verified voter eligibility and had a staff of about 50 people. When this question came up, I had access to all the usual government databases that people have to verify identity, NCIS, Social Security, all these other things that we use on average voters. There were 2 people higher than me in our office who are under the city clerk of Honolulu, and the question came up about the birth certificate and about President Obama's birthplace. In our professional opinion, Barack Obama was not born in the United States, and there is no Hawaii long-form birth certificate.
Wow. That is an incredible expose right here on the Political Cesspool.
Incredible expose on the Political
Now,
Cesspool.
that is an interview that is worthy of, not that they're better than us, not that they're more honest or professional, because they're not, but that is something you would hope you would see on Fox News, Rush Limbaugh. This should be shouted from the rooftops from the biggest venues in the world, and yet here we are on the Political Cesspool. I mean, this man was in a unique position to confirm or disconfirm the whole birth certificate hysteria. The chief elections clerk for the city and county of Honolulu, Hawaii, and he just told you a big part of the story. Bill.
Well, Tim, when this information, was it pretty common knowledge within that office that there was no long-form birth certificate?
It was openly admitted by everyone in the office who was above me, at least my immediate supervisors, that there is no documentation.
For Obama being a naturalized American citizen born here with the birth certificate.
Barack Obama was not born in Hawaii.
And I guess the fact that you know that, and you're speaking out on it, you're probably no longer the chief elections clerk of Honolulu.
That's another interesting story. I was there from the start of the election cycle when they hired us in the spring until August of that year. We had a set of documents, 50 identity documents stolen out of the office, and they were all the voting records, the ballots that people sent in who were members of the U.S. Foreign Service in the Pacific Rim. Now, why this is significant is these are ambassadors and people who work in embassies and so on around the Pacific. They're mailing in their absentee ballots for the presidential election. someone stole these, and since these are political appointee positions, they would now know whether or not they voted for the current president.
Interesting. I see. So this was a way of finding out who should remain in the diplomatic corps and who should not, or who should remain in the Foreign Service or not, correct?
That's what we believe, yes.
So there's a little election fraud as well involved in this whole scheme.
Things got really, really ugly. Enrolled at the University of Hawaii. I went back to school and let them fight it out among themselves. I'm currently teaching at Western Kentucky University in the graduate program.
All right, little technical difficulties there. That's the first time in a couple of hours. But as Bill Rowland was saying, a huge expose dropped here in the middle of this very fun atmosphere. But this is an incredible revelation provided by a man that had access to the official story. Tim Adams, former chief elections clerk of the city and county of Honolulu, Hawaii, on hand here in the amidst the festivities tonight in Nashville, Tennessee, at the Council of Conservative Citizens National Conference. Tim, we've got to have you on in a more docile setting. We will have you back on when we have the opportunity to spend a little more time at length sharing, allowing you the opportunity to share your story when people aren't playing guitars and everything else that's going on right here, right now. But that is an incredible story, not to make light of it, even though it is a fun show tonight. Huge, huge bomb being laid right in the middle of this very festive program, and we want to thank Tim Adams for his courage in speaking the truth and sharing it with us and our audience this evening. So, Tim, I shake your hand, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Edwards.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bill, I know we don't have much time to break, but that's something else.
That is something else. Incredible revelation from a man who was on the scene there. And, of course, we'll have a lot more questions for Tim in the future. But we hope that some of the other networks are listening, that they may attempt at least to pick up on this story, because it's more than just rumor. It's more than just hearsay now.